It's time to say bye to February and hello to March. I love the start of a new month as it's a chance to start fresh, organize your life, clean your home, and think about what you want to accomplish this month. Let's reset for March together.
Welcome back and welcome to a new month. I'm so looking forward to a new month, especially a month of March of springtime. If you guys don't know what these videos are, essentially they are a monthly reset. They were started by Carter Sullivan here on YouTube. So she does a lot of budgeting, goal setting, thinking about the month ahead and what she wants it to look like. I think you can kind of make this whatever you want it to be. I personally want to switch them up every month and just do whatever I feel like I need to do to prep for a new month. And so for this one in particular, I wrote out a list of what I want to accomplish. Everything is on Notion. That is what I've been using for the past couple of months and I really enjoy it. I want to go through our goals that we made for February and see how we did there. I also want to make a new laptop vision board. So right now I have my vision board just for 2023, but with the new season, I think it's fun to just throw together some new inspiration. I want to set some March goals and intentions. I also want to fill out my calendars. So I have this big family one that I like to do, and then also just my work calendar on my laptop. And then I also want to do a little bit of budgeting in this video. I just received some payments and so I want to go through there and just move things over to taxes, pay off our credit card, and then also work on my business expense sheet for my taxes. I also want to do a bit of a digital declutter, just go through my laptop and move things around. And then lastly, I want to finish off with some current favorites. This has been a new addition to this year's resets because I just think it's fun talking about just fun things, and I throw it in at the end in case you're not interested in that. You totally don't have to watch. I always recommend pouring yourself a fun drink. Today we have an Olipop in a wine glass, which is just the best vibe ever. For February goals, I always like to break down my goals into work, health, personal, and finance related things. I had a goal of posting more on Instagram and that I did do, so happy about that. Keeping up with business expenses, I also did that. For health, I had to do hot Pilates once a week, and if you guys don't know, I don't normally do hot Pilates. This is a new thing that I've been trying to incorporate, trying to do more lower intensity workouts, and I didn't do it once a week, and I actually don't regret that because it is expensive to do drop-in classes because I do have an F45 membership, so doing both of those is kind of a lot. Keeping up with my daily vitamins, that I have been doing. Prioritizing sleep, that one I would say was okay. I don't think I've done a perfect job. My sleep quality hasn't been absolutely perfect. Keeping up with my skincare routine, my vitamin C serum, I have been doing this and I have noticed that my skin is getting better, which we love to see. I also had to not pick at my skin because I'm trying to reduce my acne scarring, and this one I actually did very well at. I had a couple pimples that I ended up popping, but for the most part I did not pick at my skin nearly as much as I usually do. For personal, I had to have a declutter day in February. This I didn't do, but I actually want to do this in March because I'm planning a whole kind of spring refresh series, and we're going to do a declutter day, a spring cleaning day, all that. So we're going to save that for March. I had to spend time unplugged with friends, and that definitely happened. I had to memorize more scripture. That I would say did not really happen. I would like to work on that during March, especially during the season of Lent. I feel like that's an even better time to really be focusing on scripture and the Bible. And then lastly, I just had to make our bedroom more homey and cozy. That I don't think happened, but I will say I don't plan on actually adding a lot to our bedroom. I'm trying to finish our apartment to get up an apartment tour for you guys, and so our bedroom is just very minimal, but I think I'm just gonna keep it like that because I really don't want to spend a lot of money on adding all these things to our bedroom when we're gonna be moving out of this apartment eventually. But I did do some other apartment updates that I really like in the living room. So lastly, I had to start 2022 taxes. That we did, and then I also had to complete all of our next steps for our accountant that we recently got. We have one more step that we need to complete, but besides that, we did mostly everything. So I feel like we did a really good job this month on goals, intentions, and all of that, which feels good. And before I share my March goals, I want to go ahead and create my laptop vision board. I just use Canva. It's super easy to do. And essentially I just go on Pinterest, you can go on Tumblr, whatever you want, and just add photos that really do inspire you, make you uplifted, especially if you work on your laptop a lot. It's nice just to have a visual representation of what you want March to look like. And like I mentioned, I have been pinning a lot on Pinterest lately. So I'm gonna go through there and just update this a little bit and create a new background. I just finished the wallpaper. I think it turned out so sweet. Just a lot of really warm photos that bring me personally a lot of joy. And so I think that's super fun to do if you just want to have a refresh start for the month. Would definitely recommend making a new wallpaper. And now to share some of my goals for March. I actually already thought about these last night because I want to be a bit more intentional instead of just thinking about them on the spot. For work goals, I am really excited to create just a lot of spring content. I feel a lot more inspired and motivated in terms of making videos and sharing photos during the spring season. I love color, I love plants, I love flowers, and I just find it to be such an inspiring time of life. And so I'm really looking forward to just sharing videos with you guys, and that's going to be one of my big goals for not just March, but throughout the whole spring season. I also want to try to be a bit more focused when getting things done. Sometimes I feel like I have to do this strict routine and I have to do these things in order. I just want to be better at focusing and getting things done instead of wasting a lot of time scrolling on here and just putting things off. And then also just trying new things. I'm actually speaking on a panel here next week, I believe, or in 2 weeks. And I'm really nervous. I haven't done something like that since college when I was taking presentation classes and everything. And so I'm really excited. I think with this job, it's easy just to kind of get caught up in doing the same old, but I'm excited for a challenge. I'm really excited to just try something new. And then for health goals, I had mentioned that I wanted to try to do hot Pilates more often, but the more I thought about it, the more I was like, I should just use the thing that I'm paying for right now, and that is F45. And I feel like we have not been on our F45 grind, partly because I've been trying to not do as much HIIT cardio lately, as you guys know, but I really miss doing strength classes, getting stronger, and I've been doing more classes here recently, and I just miss it a lot. With these goals, I always want to ebb and flow. I never want to force myself to do something just because I wrote it on here, and the more I thought about it, the more that I just realized I should just do F45 more. I still want to keep up with my vitamins like I did last month. And on the topic of supplements, I wanted to share that I mentioned a while ago how I've been taking a prenatal because we definitely want to start trying for kids in the future, not right at this moment, but it's helpful to take that beforehand. But I actually switched, instead of taking a prenatal, to these conception support packs. These are from a brand called Parallel. This is not sponsored, but I just felt that these are more tailored to the phase of life that I'm in right now, because I'm obviously not pregnant right now. I'm not actively trying, but this is just something that you can start, you know, up to a year. You could even do it 2 years before you ideally want to try. And this brand's really great because they have support packs for basically any phase of your journey that you're in, your first trimester, second trimester. They even have a men's multivitamin. These are really helpful because it takes two to tango. It doesn't just take one. And so he takes these. This is a new pack, but we have a pack that he's using in the bathroom right now. I always like keeping you guys up to date on this journey, and especially as it comes to vitamins and supplements. I'm not a doctor. I always recommend asking your doctor before taking any supplements, but these are ones that my doctor has approved, and I'm really excited to just continue taking as they just fit better with the phase of life that I'm in. Getting more sun, especially as it's just warming up outside, and we have one beach trip here soon for work, but also fun. I just want to soak up that vitamin D. I'm such a happier person when I actually get sun, and so taking more work breaks to sit outside on the balcony, something I want to incorporate more. And then also, again, stop picking my skin. I want to carry this one into March because it's done me well so far. For personal, I have meeting new people. So this is a month that I do plan on just interacting with more people that I haven't met before. And so I just want to be intentional about that and not be so nervous to put myself out there. Also observing Lent. I talked about this in a recent vlog too, but I have really never observed Lent. I feel like I always observe Good Friday and Easter, but never really the time leading up to those events. And so I just want to be intentional about pressing even more so into prayer and my scripture, and then also just giving something up. I'm still not totally sure what that thing is yet, but I will let you guys know when I think of it. And then going off that too, I would really like to at least memorize one verse. I don't want to give myself just this crazy expectation, but that is something that I just haven't prioritized in a very long time, and so I do really want to try to do that in March. And lastly is to bring back the balcony garden, which I'm so looking forward to, because if you guys watched in a recent vlog, I shared, I don't even know the order that these videos are going up, but I created this wall herb garden so that when I do our balcony garden, I can just do mostly flowers in there, and then maybe a couple herbs too. But I'm really excited to bring that back. For finances, I only have a couple of things. One is less impulsive Amazon purchases. I lately before bed have been scrolling on Instagram, watching YouTube videos, and it's so easy for me to see, hey, someone recommended literally the sweater that I'm wearing right now. I found this from an Instagram photo. Ordered it and it came the next day. And I think with Amazon, it's really convenient. I enjoy purchasing stuff off there, but for one, it's probably not the best place to be ordering things from. It also takes away the time that I would normally think about a purchase before making it, because it straight up comes the next day. And sometimes that just isn't the best for me and our bank account. And so I want to be better at just resisting ordering things just because I can when it's, you know, 11 o'clock before I go to bed. And then also, this is both Aiden and I, but I want to be able to finish our taxes because tax season is upon us. We are in the thick of it. And I want to make sure that those get done ideally before April, by the end of March. Next up on the list, I want to go ahead and fill out our big old family calendar. This is something that I like to do, and I hang this up right by the door. It just has kind of family dates, things that are going on, anything that I know right now that I want to keep top of mind, I will put on here. I also like putting a verse in the note section, just kind of something for us to think about each month, and so we'll do that. And I also want to fill out my work calendar on my laptop. I just use Google Calendar. It's the easiest for me. It syncs up with everyone that I work with, and so this is just better for me to use. So we're going to go ahead and fill both these out. Our calendars are all filled out, and now I'm going to do a little bit of budgeting. I don't think I did this in last month's, but I did have a couple of payments come through, and for me, as someone who is self-employed, I like to immediately figure out where each portion of each payment is going to go. I'll link an old budget template that I have down below. This was actually one that Aiden made us forever ago. Ours is a little bit different than this now. I need to do an updated one, but I just figured I would share that here. Sorry, we have some laundry going right now. I never show exact numbers or anything. I know a lot of people do that in these monthly resets, and I find them to be very kind of therapeutic to watch people actually budget out every single number. I believe Selena Trevino on YouTube, she does that. If you are looking more for that, you should definitely check out her videos. She does budgeting videos, and then I also think she does do these monthly resets too, but I really enjoy her videos for that reason too. Let's go ahead and move some money around. Budgeting is all done, and now I'm gonna work on my business expenses. Essentially, I'm trying to go through each previous month and just mark things out. I just like to log all of these in Excel and then also put them into QuickBooks. Get more organized. This is something that I often put off, and then it ends up being a couple of months at a time, and so I'm trying to be better. This is one of my yearly goals, which is why I'm doing it each month. So we're gonna do that. And now we're just gonna go through and do a digital declutter. So for me, this consists of clearing out my laptop wallpaper. I have a lot of extra stuff right there that just needs to be sorted into folders. So we're gonna do that, and then I'm also gonna try to go through my phone and go through some photos and videos, because I take so much content on my phone in terms of vlog clips or clips for reels, photos. I like to routinely go through and just delete stuff that I'm not actually using. I haven't been doing this so much lately because I did get a new phone a couple months ago, and it has a lot more storage, so I don't have that annoying alert that I'm out of storage. And I'm also gonna go through my email inbox and just sort through anything that doesn't need to be there, clear out my spam. Just nice to have a clean slate for the new month. Now is the fun part. I'm going to share some of my current favorites right now. The first one is my Bird of Paradise plant. This was a recent apartment addition that I just love. I think it's so stunning. Anytime I add a new plant to the apartment, I just feel like it gives our apartment a facelift. Yeah, I have to say, if you're ever in a rut with your home and you don't know how to refresh it, adding plants is, for one, a more affordable way. You don't have to buy all this crazy new furniture. It also helps your air quality, and they just look so beautiful, and they're really fun to take care of too. And so I really am liking my Bird of Paradise that I added. I also made these copycat egg bites from Starbucks, and they are so good. I want to start making these every couple of weeks or so. I guess they stay good for probably a week or so in the fridge, but they are delicious and so filling, and they also just have a lot of protein. They have, the ones that I made have spinach, bell pepper, feta cheese, and they're so yummy. So I'll have that recipe linked down below. I made these in like a Sunday vlog that I did recently, and I really like those. I basically had those every single morning with some fruit, and they are delicious. Also our herb wall, that was a fun project that I did, and so far it seems like they're doing okay. I do think that I want to get a plant light to give it just a little bit more light over there. They do get sunlight for like half the day, but obviously herbs, most of them do need quite a bit of direct light, and so I'm thinking of adding that light in there just to make sure that they get ample light there. But I really like that project. And again, if you're in an apartment, super easy, super affordable. I don't love the containers, not the quality is great on them, but I do think if we were in a house I would have painted them or something to match the wall, but for now I think that they're really nice. I also recently got this pair of jeans from Free People, and they are so comfortable. They're just really baggy. They're a little bit more low rise, and I know they're not everyone's cup of tea, but I think they're so cute, and so I'll have them linked down below. They are a little bit pricier. I actually am like looking at them right now. I just washed them because I've been wearing them so much, but I think for spring these are just so nice, lightweight. They kind of look like balloons. I know they're not everyone's style, but I think they're fun, and I wear a size 26 and it fits me pretty perfectly, I would say. I also got a pair of Vejas sneakers. I believe I'm saying that right. I've been wanting a better casual pair of sneakers, and I also updated my running shoes too to Hoka's. Those haven't come in the mail yet, but I just needed a little shoe refresh. I've had both of my sneakers. I wear my Converse all the time, as you guys know, but I wanted something that was just a little bit cuter to throw on with outfits that I'm trying to dress down, but I still want them to be a little bit elevated, and so I just got those sneakers in the mail, and I think they're super cute. I also started a new devotional leading up to Easter, and this one is from Christianity Today. It's called New Life Rising, and I've really been enjoying that. I do like to switch up my devotionals every now and then. I have a lot of my favorites linked on my Amazon storefront if you ever want to check them out. New Morning Mercies is a favorite, but I think it's nice to kind of switch my focus, especially because it is a season of Lent, and so I've really been enjoying that devotional. And lastly is an album from Olivia Georgia on Spotify. I actually discovered this album this morning when I was on the treadmill, and it is beautiful. I'm kind of in my era of finding Christian music that is really just pleasing to listen to. Obviously that's still based on truth. I don't know, I think there's kind of like a certain stereotype for what Christian music has to sound like, and I've really been enjoying finding playlists on Spotify of just really chill worship music. I will link another one of my favorites too, but this album is so beautiful. She has such a stunning voice. It's not anything new, I don't think, but I just discovered it, and I really like the song Remains from that album especially. I think it's just really beautiful, and yeah, I'll link that other playlist down below. It has kind of a funny title, I will say, but it's really good. I really like the songs on there. That is all for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and as always, I will have Carter's channel linked down below if you guys want to check her out. I always want to give her credit because she came up with these videos, and if you go on YouTube, so many people do them now, and so she's just been really inspiring to a lot of us, and I hope that this video inspired you to just do whatever you need to do to prep for March. I am so excited. Let me know what you're most excited for March. I honestly am just looking forward to warmer weather, trying to do some more spring activities, and all the things. So I hope you guys are well, and I will catch you guys in my next video. Bye, friends.